Hey, how y'all doing? This is Bear coming at you again this week. Hey, just a little bit of reminder. This week on the 2nd of August, Friday, we're having our catfish tournament. We're hosting it at Greenbow State Park at the boat ramp. That's where registration starts. Registration's at 4, fishing starts at 8 o'clock. But if you're running late, come on in, sign up late, and put your lines in the water, have a good time, fish, and remember, it's a 50-50. It's $10 to fish. If you catch the biggest fish, and I don't care if it's the size of your pinky, you win 50% of that pot. You have fun, you're catching fish, and you're helping a lot of homeless vets out. So come on out and help us out with this. And let's get these men and women off the streets and in some homes and some apartments where they so badly deserve to be. Amen? Hey, I want to talk to you about something. Something that's hit me this week. Has hit a bunch of people that I know real hard. Back in the days in the 17 and 1800s, the head of the household was also considered the minister because churches were too far out to go. Some people were very isolated and they couldn't make it into town all the time. So it depended on the man of the house to be the minister, to lead his family in worship. That meant he had to follow this book to the letter. To the letter. There's no changing it. You can't make it suit your own selfish wants and needs. Whether it be you're preaching about alcoholism and then you go out and you have a couple of drinks to get buzzed to help you sleep, wrong, you can't do it. If you're preaching about adultery but then you turn around and you go off with another woman, you can't do it. If you're preaching about drug abuse and then you leave church and you go ahead and you pop yourselves a couple of pills or snort your line of coke, you can't do it. Back in those days, they feared this, but what has happened is this country has grown and expanded, and churches are ready available. And you have ministers out there that are starting to stumble in their walk, and they're starting to, say, well, it's okay, I can be forgiven. No, you can't. Once you have been called to the service of the Lord, you have to stick on that path. If you stumble in certain areas, yes, you can be forgiven. But you have to pursue it. You have to get back on board. Let me read something. In Galatians chapter 1, it starts at verse 6. It says, I marvel that you are so soon removed from him that called you into grace of Christ unto another gospel, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Christ. But though we, or an angel from heaven, preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. Let me say that again. As we said before, so say I. Now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than that we have received, let him be accursed. Children, once you've started your walk with Christ, once you've taken that responsibility to become a minister, a preacher, a pastor, whatever you want to call it, whatever title you want to put before your name, if you've been called to preach His Word, then you have to stand by what the laws say. You can't change them around to suit your own selfish wants or needs. Too many ministers that I have known are starting to slip that way. Be strong in the faith. Be strong in the Word. Don't backslide. If you start to backslide, reach out for help and grab onto the hands that are offered to you. If not, you're going to fail. And if you fail in that, anything that you go forth and preach, anything that you go forth and pray for will be perverse. You're leading people in a false testimony. Don't do it. Hey, this has been Bear coming at you this week. Remember, Jesus has you six. He loves you. I love you. And I hope this week coming up is blessed for each and every one of you. Until then, keep your eyes on the prize and God bless.